Welcome back, everybody. Today's topic is Rocket Lab. For you first-time visitors, thanks for stopping by. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can keep up on what we're doing. For all our returning members, thanks for being part of the family. Without further ado, we got to go. Alright, we're talking about Rocket Lab, and we've been in this Rocket Lab trade now for quite some time. It looks like we got into it April, the 9th of April or so, and we've been steadily, moving along, pushing higher. We got a little bit of a pullback in this area, which is good. We got some pullback from, we went back from about, like we hit $27 and pulled back to about $23. So if you were late getting in, or if you wanted to add a little bit more, that would have been a good area to add some. So each of our pullbacks, are good areas to add as we continue to move this trade higher. We did get a little bit of a sell-off here, which was a little bit nervous made some of us nervous. Those of us that had gotten into trade back down in here, not so much so. Okay. But, if you were late getting in here, especially if you got in right here, this little pullback might have been a little bit something for you. You might have even stopped yourself out and then, tried to jump back in over here. So these kind of things you have to be wary of as you're jumping into a trade that's already been on the move. Okay? You're going to get these little, where you want to get a better price. So prices was getting ahead of itself here. As you see, it was making new highs, and so somewhere in this area, someone was taking off some profits, or they was just weren't any buyers coming in, so the price just started dropping. Same thing here. You get back up in here, no buyers, price started dropping. Up in here, no buyers, price really dropped, and then down here they found some buyers. They were like, oh. Somebody said, okay, that's a good price, I'll take it. And then here we go, taking off again. Okay, so these things you got to be ready to capture as you get these pullbacks. And you want to be sure that they're just pullbacks. You don't want to try to catch this and then it keeps falling on you. So that too can be an issue. So, but generally you'll get, this kind of a thing happening where it just kind of continues to sell, and then finally, breaks down completely. So, but so far we're not looking at that. We got a lot more green than we have red coming in. Okay, and then if we switch over to our Heikin-Ashi style, okay, Heikin-Ashi shows us that we're still green. Okay, and these little dip buys, are just what they are, dip buys. Okay, so it looks like we might have another dip buy coming in before going higher. And here in this over here was probably due to the fact that the president came out and was talking about tariffs again. So gave us an excuse to, pull back some and get a cheaper price. Okay, so that's all I got for you right now on Rocket Lab. For us fellow Rocketeers, we know that it's a steady mover, steady climber. We want to get back up to this $33 area and retest that area. Once we get back up in here, we may look for a little bit of maybe take a little bit off, some of those profits off, okay, because it's going to get a little bit, some resistance up in this area around $33. Or you might want to sit through it and see how it plays out. It's just a matter of how you want to trade, your style of trading. Okay, but we're steadily trudging higher, so we're good on Rocket Lab for now. So we're going to continue to do the thing and wait it out and see what happens, and hope these favorable conditions continue. But as always, be careful out there. These markets are crazy.